Hello, I'm Kyle Lloyd, and today I'll be presenting off Coffea Arabica. I selected this topic because coffee is one of my favorite adult beverages other than beer or wine. Before I start my day, I drink a tall brew of piping hot black coffee. Coffee helps me start my day and stay at a high performance level during my daily routine, which consists of school, work, and the gym. A brief history of Coffea Arabica. Coffee grown worldwide can trace its heritage back centuries to the ancient coffee forests on the Ethiopian plateau. There, legend says the goat herder, Kaldi, first discovered the potential of those beloved beans. The story goes that Kaldi discovered coffee after he noticed that after eating the berries from a certain tree, his goats became so energetic that they did not want to go to sleep at night. Caldy reported his findings to the abbot of the local monastery, who made a drink with the berries and found that it kept him alert through the long hours of evening prayer. The abbot shared his discovery with the other monks at the monastery, and the knowledge of the energizing berries began to spread. As word moved east and coffee reached the Arabian Peninsula, it began a journey which would bring these beans across the globe. The spread of coffee was first introduced by the Dutch during the 17th century during the colonization years. Coffee then diffused to South America, Central America, and the Caribbean islands. The originating region of Coffea Arabica. Arabic coffee originated in Ethiopia, where the coffee trees grow from 3,000 to 6,000 feet. The trees need adequate rainfall and moderate temperatures not only to thrive, but to produce the highest quality coffee beans possible. Here you find some of the world's best coffee that you can find available on the global market. Worldwide regions of Coffea Arabica. As you can see in the photo, coffee is now widespread in the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Just like Ethiopia, the worldwide region is ideal for the growth of Coffea Arabica because of its altitude, humidity, annual rainfall, and moderate temperature ranges that are found here. Latterich et al. Said that today, coffee is now grown in more than 60 tropical countries on over 11 million square miles by an estimated 25 million farmers, most of whom are private farmers. Coffea Arabica cultural landscape. The people in these regions are highly affected by coffee demands. They grow the crop year-long to meet high demands of premium coffee. A majority of people in these regions work in some aspect of coffee production, whether that means they grow it, harvest it, or distribute it. Larson and Logan stated that challenges faced include the economic and social well-being of coffee farmers and other inhabitants of the site, their appropriation of the cultural heritage and the environment sustainability of coffee production in the living cultural landscape. The diffusion of Coffea Arabica. From simple trading of hands to global shipping of coffee, increased global trading helped spread Coffea Arabica across the globe. Coffea Arabica has diffused from its point of origin in Ethiopia to global regions within the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Coffee went from being only in Ethiopia to the rest of Africa and parts of Asia. When the Americas were discovered by Europeans, they found that it would be much more economically wise to plant coffee trees in the Americas than to ship coffee from Africa across the Atlantic Ocean. Distance decay of Coffea Arabica. In its humble beginnings, Coffea Arabica was purchased through direct trade with the farmers in Ethiopia. Europeans brought that coffee and spread it through Europe. As the region for Coffea Arabica expanded and through diffusion due to high demands, the distance decay effect impacted Coffea Arabica tremendously and still does to this very day. In present day, people rarely buy coffee from the farmers directly. Most people are willing to walk to the local coffee shop or drive to your nearest grocery store. People even order their coffee online through consumer giants like Amazon.com. Some farmers and coffee roasters have tried to fight back distance decay by reaching out using the internet. You can find them on places like TradeCoffeeCEO.com. Conclusion: Coffea Arabica started in the noble region of modern-day Ethiopia. Once Europeans started trading with Ethiopians, the gradual spread of coffee began to take root in regions across the globe. Even being grown worldwide today, the cultural landscapes remain similar, with farmers tending to the crops to meet the high demand levels. The diffusion of coffee relates directly to the rise of demand for coffee over the past few hundred years. With coffee being grown in regions inside the tropics, you run across the distance decay effect. Instead of buying directly, you find yourself purchasing coffee at local stores or online. Closing notes: Coffea Arabica is my preferred choice of coffee, mostly due to my preference on how I drink my coffee, mostly or entirely black. Robust coffee or a hybrid of the two are okay with a half and half or a creamer. But when I buy coffee, I generally will never throw any additional flavorings into it, since that would ruin the taste of the coffee. A fun fact about my topic is specialty coffee. I found that Konya coffee is the most interesting to me, since it's Arabian coffee that is grown and cultivated from the volcanic soils of Hawaii and are grown in only one very specific region of the island chain, the Konya region. This gives it a distinct taste, but also makes it significantly more expensive than most other coffee varieties.